Hey, what's up YouTube? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the sweepathon, but today I've got a new battle for you here, featuring Rotom, who does a lot of work this match, and proves his worth. But anyways, I lead off with Darmanitan, and this guy's team was pretty cool. He actually had a mono steel type team, which is kind of weird, and it is pretty weak to fire, but I was expecting him to go into his Heatran, like I said, weak to fire. So I was over-predicting, went for the superpower, expecting the Heatran to come in to take that Flare Blitz, but I over-predict, and it doesn't even do half, and it allows him to get up his Stealth Rock. Doesn't really matter at all, but now that I have that -1 attack, I don't really have any reason to stay in now, because he could just set up screens in my face. So I go into my Spiritomb, and now this Bronzong is going to set up both screens after getting the Stealth Rock set up, which is just fine, but it kind of annoyed me. Sort of came into play eventually, but for now it didn't really make a big deal. So he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and I get to burn these Bronzong, and he sets up his second screen. So this can kind of be bad for me because I don't really have anything to deal with this Bronzong at the moment, but luckily he switches out, and I was going to try and just set up Calm Minds to be able to boost and take out the the Bronzong, but yeah, so I started boosting with Calm Mind right here, and he goes into his Heatran on a balloon, just like Flaming Spade, but yeah, so I get the +1 special attack, special defense, and he goes for the Fire Blast, and even after +1 special defense, it still does a pretty decent chunk, but I do get up the second Calm Mind, and, you know, +1 Spec D and Spec Attack. But, yeah, so now he goes for his second Fire Blast and misses, which kind of came into play, kind of didn't, but right here I just go for the Hidden Power Fighting, and looking at that damage, I was kind of shocked at first, because I thought that would have done a lot more, but forgetting about Light Screen, it really wouldn't have done too much. But anyways, goes into their Scissor, and I go for the Hidden Power Fighting once again, hitting the Scizor, but this shocked me. Even with Light Screen, that still did nothing. So this is easily a specially bulky Scizor. Kind of a common set in 5th gen. But anyways, takes me out with a Bug Bite, takes my Lumberry, doesn't come into play at all, and I am safe to go into my Rotom. Because this thing, I made up this set myself, and I think it works very well. But I go for the Will-O-Wisp, which a lot of Rotom have, but there's more to that than just burning everything. So he goes for the Bug Bite, even after the burn. Really doesn't do anything, especially since it's also resisted. He does get the Citrus Berry, which kind of annoyed me, because I would have loved to have that later on. But he does take Life Orb and Burn, which puts him at almost the same amount of HP, so not really a big deal. So now his Reflect wears off, and right there I go for the Hex, Stab, it's doubled because he has the Burn. And that actually did a lot for being resisted, and he still has the Light Screen up, so I was kind of impressed. So he goes for another Bug Bite, still isn't really doing much, takes Life Orb and Burn damage, and he is slowly just getting worn down, and now the Light Screen goes off. So now I go for another Hex, and it almost takes it out, even though it's resisted, and it still does a lot. And he goes for another Bug Bite, and I live with 8 HP. So he takes Life Orb, and that's bye-bye Scizor. So Scizor goes down, and now he brings in his Heatran, and I know I'm safe now to go for the Pain Split, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to outspeed him, obviously, no matter what. So, because I saw him holding the balloon, no Choice Scarf, but he goes for the Dragon Pulse, probably not wanting to miss the Fire Blast. So, hits, I live with 15, and right there he just forfeits, because I'm pretty sure he was thinking that Rotom would have just wrecked the rest of his team. If you're wondering what the 4th move on my Rotom is, it is Thunder Wave. But anyways, that's the match. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, leave a thumbs up for Rotom, and subscribe. Later, guys.